Welcome back to some more War in the Sea, Pacific Theater Mod, Part 204. First take, right? Okay, so welcome back. What do we got going on? Tarkan is going to be in our hands, no problem. We're going to let that sit. We have Brunei taken care of, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much done. I think we can move away from here. So what we're going to do is we're going to Brunei over to Port Princesa. And we got aircraft over here. Good to see lightnings again. So let's break these guys down. Get these guys loaded up and sent over. So, manage cargo. The goal here is to go even until it becomes an issue. I want to get these down to about 3,000 and then bring all these down to, the troops down to 2,000 maybe, and see if that will work for us. I'm not overly concerned about taking off the fuel. We will, just because. We'll do that as well, because I don't think we're going to need all that fuel. And then the rest is just going to be, we're going to take troops. And we're going to muster at Port Princesa. So let's get you guys over here. And we have a bunch of stuff over here, right? Essex Battle Group. Maybe we don't. We just got a lot of aircraft doing stuff because we have the Essex over here. That's fine. Not a big deal. So, Group 2... I'm going to send you guys back over. You're going to do a full set and go back over to Tarkan. Did we airfield this yet? Let's see if it'll work. Okay. Ooh, looky. New aircraft. B339E. I think it's a F2. Fighter. Look at the range on this little guy. I'm okay with that. We are going to send out Beauforts. I want these guys out with, I'm not worried about much, but let's do one guy with nothing. And we're going to send him in to do a scouty pattern. .702. .702. Close enough. So you do that little scouty and do that. I want to take a look at this this guy with his 250Ks. So yeah, how's that for a new plane? All sorts of planes flying around us. We got ships. That's our defense force down there, I believe. he flies overhead. There we go. Cool. So yeah, I like it when they get new aircraft in the game. It makes it fun for everybody, I think. You guys keep doing your thing, and you, why not stay over... Where the hell are you? You're over here, right? Yeah. And you are the Brunei Defense Force, right? Yeah. Brunei Defense Force. Get that aircraft over there just to... Sure, why not? Yeah, once you get a lot of these different ship groups, and you know, it makes this list pretty hard to be fun. But we'll keep that there. Let's get these other guys over. Brunei, manage cargo. About as far as we want to go down on supplies. Everything else is going to be troops. We're going to take that too because we don't need it at the other place. And then troops, troops, troops. Now that will make us imbalanced at the other location, but I'm not overly concerned with that. We should be able to manage properly. Did I already send you? No. Okay, you manage cargo, and you're going to be basically supplies the whole way, or troops the whole way, until we get down below 17. What am I doing? Am I clicking buttons? I'm okay with that. And in fact... Yeah. And that's a lot of imbalance we got going on over there. And that leaves Brunei Defense Force to sit in and be happy in this group here. 3-column scout. Do I like that? Let's see if we can fix this here. Yeah, much better. Or no, wait. There was a reason why I did that, isn't there? Yeah, I want that screen defense out, 4 in the middle, and 5 in the outside protect. Let's do that. Yep, sometimes there's, you know, you forget why you set something up a certain way. It's because there's only 5 ships in this group. If there was 6, I would have gone 3-column. And it would have been a nice little protection, but Liscombe Bay needs to be protected. That's why Huntington's there, and these guys will be screened for subs and anything else that comes that way. So it should be fine. So we'll keep you guys there. What else? Midway's waiting on resupply. Supply Midway, are you unloading or waiting? You're waiting. Who else is over here? Okay, you guys are coming in to pick up, right? And you guys are joining them when they get there. So let's put you in. Kind of like you to be on the spot so that when we're ready to do it, we're ready. Okay. All right, let's see if this I've talked about this before about merging groups with other ships in proximity, and the problem is that I think these 3 ships are going to go into the defense force. So it's, oh no, they won't, because this is full. So okay, we should be able to do it now. 1, 2, 3, merge. Yeah, so it's trying to do the wrong thing, but it won't. So we have to go out and meet the ships. Let's go that way, and then we're going to have USN Supply. I want you to move out there too. Just trying to get this fleet together, that's all. Okay, now we're in the group. These guys need to be, let's see, 9, 8, 8, 9, 10. So, boom, swap. You kind of just want to get these guys to be, just check, make sure my mic's not muted. Make sure they're, what was I saying? Lost my train of thought. So you got your screen, right? So these 3 screen sub screeners, they got sonar, they got hedgehogs, which are depth charges that go out in bunches. And then we're gonna have the odd man out, which is the oiler. This guy's slower than all salt, so is 7. So 1 and 7 in the middle, and 4. Sure. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna keep you in that formation. Let's go up and get some supplies from here and take them somewhere. Who needs them is where we're gonna go. Let's get up in there. Manage cargo. And we should probably think about where we're going to send these guys first. So, Iwo Jima, you're good. I'm not going to play with you anymore until late game. I think Manila is probably our next location. So maybe we need to get you to go to Cebu. What's on Cebu? Yeesh. It's on Puerto Princesa. Okay. Del Monte. Yeah. Davao. Where's your defense force, my friend? I need to make sure you stay on target. Yep. Let's not get silly here. If you don't protect your base, something sneaks by you and this base gets invaded, that's a way to make me extremely upset. Manila Defense Force is doing its thing. I don't know how well it's doing it, but it's doing it. We have destroyers that have gotten through us. We have, they were up here, and I don't know where they went off to, but they went somewhere. A lot of times these groups, they stick on a pattern that the game is established, the programmer or developer or whatever you want to call it, and they repeatedly do the same pattern, which it is what it is. So where do we want to send these guys? I think we probably want to send them to Cebu because Cebu is a little broken. We're going to have a two-prong attack from to Manila, and it's going to go from Puerto Princesa and Cebu. So we're going to send these guys to Cebu. Do you want to send you guys with them just because? I think we want to not do that. Since you are slower than all dog dirt, maybe we want to use this supply group to do that run instead of this one. So we basically turn this into Cebu supply. And then we turn the USNS into the Just make this guy wake, and we'll just say, yeah. So we have this guy up here who's sup midway, and now we got a guy down here that's sup wake. We're calling it USNS for a reason. If you know, you know. And we're just going to send him. It doesn't matter if he sits and waits, because by the time he gets there, we may be resupplied anyway. So Sub Cebu is going to be heavy supplies. They don't need anything more than that, so let's manage cargo on this. I have to check real quick, just one thing. Okay, we're not going up any airfields here. Well, I really want to, though, because I want to have more Corsairs. One more check. So we lost some Corsairs, which is why we only have 3. I think we should have 6. Maybe we want to up this airfield a little bit to a 4, but we're way off of that, so I don't think we're gonna. We may want to rearm this bait, make this a level 3 port. That might be a good option. So we're gonna send them with engineering and fuel. That's what I wanted to find out. So let's go Sup Cebu, manage cargo. I'm starting to become a real big fan of this group here. This is the way my mind works. From here to here, these 2 ships, this is our port possibilities, okay? So engineering and fuel are needed for the port leveling, plus supplies, and then we go into management of troops, supplies, and then we can just add on here as well if we want. But that's my thought process behind it. So I'm liking this formation, is what I'm trying to say. We're gonna go heavy supplies in this one because we're out of whack at Cebu. I know that seems a little counterproductive, but I think it's necessary for this first run. And we're going to load everybody up with supplies other than what we put on. Sure. And we're going to course you right over. And you're going to go direct point this way. So yep, do that. Let's see if we can find something today to shoot at. So it looks like Tarakan is now under our control. We're not going to up the airfield until we have all blue here. I'm troubleshooting if that was the reason why some of the airfields didn't work. You know, this one's got a ways to go. I probably shouldn't have taken so much off of that, but we'll keep an eye on it. In fact, let me send one more guy back. How about number 2? What are you looking like? Yeah, let's send you back. We need these. We took too much off of that. And I don't want to lose this if it gets worse. We only have 864 troops here, so let's make sure that that's not an issue before we move on, even though we've taken the base. Don't really want to go imbalanced on this, but I'd rather it be okay and then Yeah, let's let this fix itself, and then we will, yeah, we'll put fresh troops on there. Be a good job for them. Remember, our date is December 43 is what we're trying to get to for our next accomplishment. Hopefully we can get there without too much trouble. Are you trying to move or no? You're just not gonna do it, are you? Speed up a little bit. Let's get these guys moving. You need to spot something over here. Make sure nobody's encroaching upon. I don't like that you just went there and... Oh, you're just a down and back guy. Okay. Let's let these guys get to where they need to be. What do we got going on down here? I just spotted this and was like, huh? Force Z, you are here with something going on. I don't recall. I think you're just waiting on ships or something. Let's just have you do something like this in the meantime so you stay out of the way. Port Moresby Defense Force, you guys are supposed to be out of the way doing your thing as well. So you just keep doing your thing over here. And what else we got? Supplies. So yeah, this is just a run, a normal supply run. Let's get you in there and unload all cargo. So that's looking a little bit happier over there, right? Do we have room to do anything else? Not really. I don't think I want to do any of this stuff. You know, if I click this button and go to 4, it's gonna put us... Let me do the math. 68. 05, just under. I guess we could take off some troops and put them somewhere. You know, it gives us command points, but there's no need for defense here. You know, and these Cobras, I guess we can. I don't know. It's one of our main ports. Sure. And then so that we don't kill ourselves with that, let's put some... Let's put some supply guys, or some special ops guys. Manage cargo. And... Sure. So let's just do this. Get us under the kitty there, so I feel comfortable about myself, and we're just gonna leave you there. Supply group. Who else needs something? We're gonna send you back to Wake Island so that you can go do some effort for the world in the war. And so you're just going to go back and get more supplies when you can. What does that do for our airfield there? What does that look like? So, honestly, we were 9 and 9, weren't we? I don't think that leveling up did anything. Maybe we got to wait a day or two. Let's see if that goes up past 9. I'd like to see 12. That'd be nice. 12 and 12 out across the board. Just taking a gander, looking around. Another day. Yeah, sometimes I know it may be hard for you guys to watch this because it's kind of dragging, and we haven't had an engagement in what? It's been 3 days now. And nothing happening. Get any supplies over here yet? We did. That being said, again, I don't want to worry about this. Saipan, you're good. Guam, you're good. You're good. Pelelu is a little broken. Wow. Okay, so you're just sitting. Where are you headed? I'm gonna course you back over here because I don't want to leave this imbalanced. Cebu, really? So here's the thing. That reason why, you know, I got a message today. Somebody commented on one of my videos, and you know, the person that commented. You know, honestly, I don't know if he's bot or real person or whatever. The way his Google account looks like, it's not a picture or anything, just a green template with a number thingy, not a name or something. But the person or the comment said, "How many carriers do you like to start out with? How many do you have in your group?" And he's watching the videos, so he should already know that. So that's why I think it's a bot. But if it isn't a bot, I like to say that some people may look at this playthrough series and say, well, you have a light carrier in almost every supply group. There's just a few that don't have them. Most of them do. And you're a little bit you're overusing assets in the group. And Lake War 1943, there were highly used. You know, you got to remember at at Midway, we had lost a carrier and lost damaged. What am I trying to say here? Okay, let's go into it. Let's dig deep. So, Yorktown and Enterprise, or was it Saratoga and Yorktown? I should know this stuff. It just it wasn't on my plate to recite today history. Because of the Battle of Midway, we changed our focus, and the focus was on we can't build large fleet carriers right now. We can, but we're not going to be able to in time. So they changed their focus from fleet carriers to light carriers, or support carriers, or they used to call them Jeep carriers, because they were to travel and move things like a Jeep would. Small thing would, you know, you've seen it in like Band of Brothers and stuff like that, where Jimmy Fallon comes running into Bastogne when they're getting ready to go in, and he's dropping off ammo in his Jeep, not in a big, you know, whatever you call them, big dually trucks, but it's a Jeep. So they thought about, my correlation is that these carriers, they call Jeep carriers because they were to be with supplies. They weren't supposed to be attack carriers. They were supposed to be support. So they would ferry planes, aircraft to all these bases, you know, ferry aircraft to Wake Island at the time, to Midway. And then from there to Wake, and they went to all these different places. So why do we have 41 in class? Because they focused on building these. Late war, I think these were probably supposed to be fleet carriers, and they cut them in half or reallocated funds and made the Independence class. You see, there's only 9. Well, because they changed their fleet status or direction again and went to more Bogue class, which are Casablancas, the next carrier group. And you see, there are 50 of these guys and more aircraft. So they utilize these to move supplies to anywhere they were having an airfield. You know, a lot of these places, when they made an airfield there, you know, they're not going to fly whatever was on the base they took over because they were destroyed. And of course they wouldn't anyway. We might capture them, and we did. I think we captured a couple zeros or something like that. But you know, if we're going to build an airfield on Guadalcanal, for example, we should probably bring aircraft there. So these were used to ferry aircraft to certain locations, and with that came engineering and supplies and troops and all sorts of stuff. So these were implemented in our supply groups, which is why I have a lot of my supply groups. They have carriers in them, you know, these light carriers. So that's why there's so many of them. They were built on smaller ships, hulls, you know, like a supply ship hull, and they put a carrier, a flat deck, a flat top carrier top on the bottom. They put a flight deck on top of these ships to convert them into basically light aircraft carriers. So that was what they did, and that's how I'm utilizing it in the game. Now, early game, when you don't have that capability, you get a lot of this stuff, where it's 2100, so that's 9 o'clock. Go down to the rules here. Cannot perform flight operations between 7 o'clock and 0500. So that's 7 o'clock at night and 5 o'clock in the morning. Can't fly. So if I tried to like go to Cebu and say I want to air, well, can't. It's too late. But for whatever reason, they've decided to allow this to happen. So I can't have cover over this. So let's see what happens. We're going to let this roll. And he's flying and landing here somewhere or out of our screen. Does that mean that there's a carrier there? I don't think so. Del Monte. I don't know. We got Manila Defense Force. Are you sending out aircraft that way? You know, we should have you covered. We can't. So we're gonna see what happens. But that's a disturbing thing when the game does that. So yeah, I have carriers everywhere in some form or another. Thank God they didn't go and attack my defense force here, because that would stink. Which makes me say, do I need to pull something out of here to put up put a light carrier in that group? Which is, this is imbalance as well, but this guy will get there and fix that. Alright, let's keep going. See what we can do. So, not really liking the spawn of scouts here. So let's do this and launch some more aircraft off of you. And I want to go here if we can. So let's go out as far as we basically can. Or 61. Close enough. So you do that, Scout. And we'll see if there's something sitting in this cove here. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, okay. So we got something. What do we got? remember, we do this a particular way. The way I do this is I put a pin right in the center of the red ship, and I'm going to call it what it is. It says it's a supply, which I think it is. We got Manila Defense Force here. Let's go off the wall on this. Now, the person that commented to me, probably when they get to this video, if it was a person, should already know this by now, but I'll go over it again. In a fleet group with one carrier, you have to be very critical on how you send up your aircraft. So, first thing I'll do. The first group of aircraft you send up cannot have ordnance, bombs. So the first thing I'm going to do is put up a cap. Or no, this is not the cap. This is going to be going with the attack force. So you're going to stay there. The next group is going to be the support. And these guys are going to go out full bore with no ordnance. If I send them out with ordnance now, I can't send out my dauntlesses. So you're just going to go with the group. So you're up. The next group is going to be my attack. Now this is where you go ordnance. So we're going to send up 24 SAPs. You're going to course them to where the red target is, and then you're going to have something follow. And the follow is going to be the 24 cap. So you escort, you find the SPDs, which are always at the bottom when they were just launched, and then you do reoccurring to let them stay with them for the whole journey. Now, you'll see that the 3 dots here represent the SPDs, and this represents an Avenger, and that represents the F4s. Now they're behind. I'd like them to be right on top, but the game sometimes does this. And we can also see the direction they're heading. So like here, that's about where they're headed. So SPDs, you're gonna go to this spot. The fighters will follow. And then we're gonna course you to where they probably are now. Slow. Get the fighters in there. Okay, so they're all there. Let's go tactical. The fighters I'm not worried about. We're gonna let them do cover in case something shows up, which I don't think they are. But you see how everybody's together? That's what you want to see. You don't want them to do the rubber band thing where the fighters zigzag and you find your fighters are way over here and they can't get there to defend the dauntlesses. So let's start, see what we got, and this is another invasion group of 6 ships. What are they? Do some identification. Always do the bow facing this direction. At least that's how I do it. So, you go to the country. You select ships. Most of these are either going to be MS or AO. So we'll go with this guy first. And you find the ship, which is this guy. Target, boom. I want to kind of get the ships that are the dangerous ones out of the way first, if I can. No, there's nothing dangerous. Okay, let's go 6. It doesn't matter. Let's go 2. And you are a MS as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stern, mid. That's what this guy is. This guy's fancy. You can tell by the black and yellow on the stack there. You know, the recognition part of the game here is, you know, you can do it or not do it. I like to do it. I think it's kind of cool. Slows down the pace of the game a little bit. Let's make sure we got everybody covered here at least. It's another Kishin. Yeah. This guy's a 3. So 3. And this last guy, we're going to turn. So you guys stay in. We'll attack anything that's left over. So let's go in. I'm going to attack with you. See how they, because they're the same color, these guys decided to do that. So the way to fix that is to go like this. Break, form up, cease, and box up. Why am I sending these guys in? I'm sending them in to have them help with cover. It's not necessary. Kind of just getting everybody involved in the game, right? All these aircraft. The SBDs will continue at their current altitude. The fighters will go in at lower altitude, but I don't want their speed to change. So I'm looking right here to make sure 214 stays the same. The slower you are within reason, the more guns you can keep on target. So that's kind of what we're doing here. Let's watch these guys go in. I want to be following you, I think. Let's watch this take place. Get a little action. So they have rifle guns, just rifle ammunition. They don't have a mounted AAA or anything like that. I don't like the formation these guys are going. It's okay, but it's not going to do the job. There we go. Nice one. That'll do, Gopher. How about you? You gonna take some? Alright. And the fighters should be coming in. It's about speed, not losing aircraft. We don't want to lose aircraft. Let's pause for a sec. And come down here and take a look at our ships. So it looks like these guys are going to come in and attack a ship that still needs to be attacked. Not the greatest attack. So everybody's done their business. The only thing left is this guy and this guy. So let's status on 6 and 4. The report. 6 is heavy minor, 4 critical critical. So let's send all our fighters after the forgot already. After 6. So fighters, after they complete their attack, they always increase their speed. See speed 285. So we want to go back down to our good speed here. Form up. And we want to go after this guy. So we're going to actually direct us in that way. Yeah, you guys are fine. Do your thing. So you see this will go down. 4 is sunk. All the SBDs need to form back up. Alright, we'll let you play. Get rid of your ammunition. Kind of like them to get their ammunition before we use the fighters. So I'm gonna have these guys turn. Let these SBDs get rid of their bombs, have them feel helpful in today's game. So yeah, these guys are done. This is the last guy. Are we attacking still? Yeah. Let's let these guys do their thing. Should be easy. Is the in-game volume good enough for you guys? Are you happy with it? It's a nice hit. Got at least one big bomb on him. I wish it kind of told you what bombs were hitting. So that being said, let's get these guys back in one big box. So, I don't think we need to... We don't need to, but let's do it anyway. No, we don't. Cease. Form up. So all the smoke that you see here will stay with this group for as long as they are flying. So if we decide to put them on cap, for example, and take them off the SPDs, you can do that, but just know they will not be repaired. But because of the time, 1440, that's probably what we're going to do. So the rest of the day until 1900, they stay active. But with these ships down and away, we are going to retreat and get out. So 6 more command points, no losses, strictly supplied. Still don't know why they don't use their escorts. So you guys are going to RTB. Let's see if we can get our eyes on here. So the Dauntless are going home and land. The fighters, on the other hand, are going to go over Manila Defense Force. You can change these mid thing as long as they have fuel left or endurance. So let's see if we can find these guys. Manila Defense Force. So now they're going to be capped for the rest of the day, and you hit this button so that they remember to do that for at least the day. I wish it carried over the next day, but it doesn't do that. And we see over here, this guy, not that one, this one, he didn't have orders to do that. So we are going to, I want these guys to do a patrol. $194. So they're going to do that for the rest of the day. So now, Iwo Jima's got an encounter. Okay. But let's get back to this real quick before I move on. Because the SPDs have landed, if we go to the carrier again, we say, hey, we want to launch up some more SPDs. It says, no, you got to wait 3.6 hours to do that. So that whole sending fighters up with no ordnance, sending up fighters with no ordnance again, and then going your SPDs allows you to send up 3 groups of aircraft to do something. If you don't do it that way, you'll catch yourself and be stuck. You can send up 24 SPDs and have them all get shot down if you don't have cover. So you kind of want to make sure that that doesn't happen. So you come over here. Looks like we got another group of supplies over here to do. Iwo Jima Defense Force. What's your makeup here? You have the Enterprise, and we're gonna just do that as well. We're gonna do the same thing we did before. So we're gonna say, let's say 12 with no bombs are gonna stay over. This is Iwo Jima Defense Force, right? Yeah, okay. I'm trying, guys. There we go. So that's our cap. Back to the Enterprise. Launch. We're going to put up some... Sure. Put you guys up, which may not make it there, but we'll see. And then we go back to that. And now we're going to launch up our SPDs. So we're just going to course over. Let's get our fighters, our large group of fighters, which should be you, not you. You, and you're gonna follow the SPDs we just put up all the way at the bottom. Let's see where they go. Looks like they're heading directly. Perfect. So very similar to last engagement. Let's see what we got. And it looks like what you're going to do from the same. I'm going to keep everybody heading in the same direction. We're not going to do any identification for this one. We're just going to send everybody in. And I kind of want to do the fighters as well. So let's say we don't look at the ships. We just do this. So let's see what these guys do. Got a pretty good setup here. Should cause a lot of explosions and boom booms for everybody. What's a good angle? Let's look at this angle, maybe. Let's see how this works out. Everybody's targeted, everybody's doing something. We should get a bunch of explosions here shortly. Well, that was a crappy. Now here's the thing. Oh wow, that was bad, boys. Wow. Jeez. Not looking that good. There's another hit. Okay. That'll work. We have a bunch of fighters coming in now. I think they're all going down. Yeah, they're going down good. That should do you, my friend. So I think we got everybody. Let's take a quick look. Number 4 is thinking about it. I think that's the guy we just attacked. Yeah, everybody's gone. We didn't lose any aircraft that I can see. We didn't even have to use this last group. So we're going to retreat. 6 more command points, no losses. That's how I like it. You guys RTB, which makes them land. Right? These fighters, I want you to stay over Iwo Jima Defense Force. Wait, we already have... No, you guys land. RTB. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of this and this. And that's how I do the coordination of these attacks. It's not right. It's not perfect. It's not anything but what it is. What are you guys doing? So you're bringing stuff to Wake. What do we have at Wake? Or at Midway? Looks like we were resupplied again. So let's do that. Manage cargo. And we have to look at where we're taking the supplies to, really. Wake's not that big of a deal, but normally you should. You see we're way off on supplies and troops. So I'm not bringing any troops this time, I think. Let's go with this guy. Doesn't matter. What are you doing? You're supposed to be going somewhere. Oh, we just put that on there and we didn't put the rest on? Okay. I think I got sidetracked, maybe. So you're supposed to be engineering, which you are. You're supposed to be fuel, which you are. And then we're going to go supplies. Supplies. And then balance. So it's going to be troops, supplies, troops, supplies. It's a little broken, but we'll do with it. Wake doesn't need to be not broken. It can be broken. It's fine. And we're going to wait a little bit for the other group to go, because we want them to be... Yeah, this guy is coming in. No. Where are you? You're you right here, Cebu. Yeah, you're taking a while to get there, but you'll get there. It's nighttime. We can speed it up a little bit. In the morning, let's send the other group. I kind of want to leave. I'd like this to make Wake Island happy when we get there. So they need, you know, all supplies on this next group, I think. Let's do that. So we're just going to go ham as much as we can, which I think is just... That's about as far as we can go. But we're not going to take anything. We'll take engineering and fuel because that's how we roll. And the rest are just going to go empty. I guess we could take engineering on some of these guys. Every little bit helps. We just, you know, you got to role play a little bit. You got to say, well, they're bringing specialized depth charges, maybe. You know, it's not all cookies and crackers and cherries, as people say. They take other stuff. And that's cool. What else we got to think about over here? Singapore. You're fine. I'm not going to play with you anymore. In other words, you're good. I'm not going to do anything. Balance is good. Another quick way to check balance is to go to locations and you look at the troops to supplies ratio. So Midway, not really concerned with. Davao is a little bit broken. Or no, it's not broken. Supplies need to be higher than troops. So you're good here, we're good here, good here. We're good here, although Jakarta doesn't need that many. Guadalcanal is fine. You gotta keep an eye on these, because if you run out of supplies, your troops will die. So you have to maybe make a run if it gets crazy. Having it below 1500 kind of makes it scary, because by using the speed, the time elapsed feature up here, bad things can happen if you're not on top of it. So periodically you go through here and you check these and make sure that your balance is good and you're not depleting your troops, and you'll lose a base because of it. And I think that can cause you not to be able to get that base back, maybe. It might not be true. Iwo Jima, I'm okay with like that. That's fine. Saipan, that's a lot of stuff there that probably doesn't need to be there. But to get it off there, we probably have a invasion group for Okinawa made to go from Saipan to take those supplies and troops over to help. Truck's good. Guam's good. Pelu is a little bit broken. Needs more supplies there or less troops. Wake Island, not really concerned with. Tarakan is broken. Still thinking about it. Tarakan. Did you have anything over here that was... I sent somebody back over here for you, or no? No. They're all empty. Did I check everybody? Let's put some troops on you to even this. Nah, it won't even up that enough. Okay. You guys manage cargo. Yeah, we just need to get under for now, and then we'll see. We'll call that wounded. Once this goes all blue, then we'll hit the button and get us an airfield there, hopefully. Let's do one more day. Might see something else. Let's get a cap for part of the day. The thing with cap is Iwo Defense Force. And you'll see that they'll go away as soon as they're right here. So watch, they'll be here for like 20 more minutes in game. When it gets to 1900, they'll land. We're not caring about that at the moment. And they're gone. And now all the aircraft will come back. Now you see over here, there's some Hellcats. These are from the base. From the land, I believe. No, they're not. They're from the invasion group, and why they haven't landed yet, I do not know, but some aircraft seem to want to stay up longer than others. See how long they stay. I'm okay with that. When this gets down, they probably won't launch again. So they're gone. They didn't launch again, which is good. So they stay up for their whole fuel, which is good. Let's let these guys do their thing. And we're in August. Speed up a little bit more. And I think we can spin out one more day. Let's do it. Yeah, I have to advance these days quicker so that, you know, we got enough scouts out. We should be able to catch anything. Okay, Brunei. So Brunei has been taken over. You look at the amount of supplies and stuff we have over here. That's kind of an issue. What we're going to do is we're going to take up... We do have kind of a problem here. And the problem is that... Yeah, that'll be the way to fix it. And let's see how we do this. You guys, I want you to make sure you got nothing on you. Let's go over here. And we're gonna break this base a little bit because we want this one to be healthy at least. And we're gonna dump probably 1,000 more troops, supplies over here. In fact, in the meantime, let's take off some of these troops while we're at it, so we don't overfill. So we're gonna do boom and boom. So when we go over here, we only need like 1,000 supplies. That's it, and then we're good. So let's do that. They're gonna go over there. They may not make it. What else we got going on? That's a thing. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Screen went blank for a second there. Let's see if we do a save, just to be safe. Yeah, I don't know why that screen did that, but we will continue on. Yeah, sometimes these things happen in the game, and you just gotta have to roll with it. I played other games that, you know, there are games out there. I have this thing with PCs. You know, like I probably said before to you guys, is my PC is a couple years old. Built it myself. I maxed it out pretty well. By now, it's already underpowered, but this game should not take that much PC power, if you know what I mean. You know, graphics and memory and stuff like that. I've seen other people play this game where the graphics are much better. For example, when we go to like submarine, if I go tactical, this looks good. I'm okay with that. We have some light. Where's the moon? There's the moon. It's when we go to like underwater where you can really see the difference. This looks very teal or green almost, and when you get lower in the water, it gets harder to see. Let's go down to 40 feet and see how that works for us. So get underwater, my friend. How about a little bit deeper so I can make a point? So we're at 80 feet. So, are the graphics good? Are the graphics fine? Sure they are. See these little like reflections from the water? I don't know if you can see that. They're random. They don't show up in other people's games that I've seen play this. Kind of looks like a waterfall action going on. But the ship itself looks okay underwater. You have the distinctions of color and you can see the features and all that. And I'm okay with that. But yeah, a lot of games when you play, them, you expect certain things to happen and like just make your experience nice, you know. But I'm at the point right now with my PC that I probably need to start thinking about either building a new one or upgrading. Upgrading is where I struggle because I'm not that tech savvy with the stuff, and that can be a problem. So if I was to... No, I don't want to do anything there. That's fine. Let's just move it on. Get to the morning. We'll put this one to bed. This guy's getting over here to Kutching to steal from Kutching. We'll allow that to happen. But right now, this is where we put an end to it. And I'm going to look at... Let's go to USNS and go and look at you guys. This is our supply based at 1,000. It's not at line ahead. I wish that would be fixed, that it would go and show whatever they're currently in. Because then you got to look and you got to know, I'm in, I think, 3 column. Right? We're at 1,000 yards if you look at the distance. And then if I want to change that to be closer, we can do that too. Also with our leads, which are sub-screen with the hedgehogs, we might as well have the Esdal, the Hammond, and then Jacob Jones turn on their sonar. Now I wish these guys would always have this on, but that's not how the game works. And if we look back again, we'll see everybody is turning in to get closer, that 500-yard range. Not a big fan of what the lead guys do, these destroyers. They kind of... They slow their speed and who knows what else they do, but they should just slow down and stay in position, but they don't do that. These guys are coming in nice and neat. Now the problem with formations in this game is that, and why I was going to end the episode, and here I am talking about something else. If you get this wrong, like if you choose the wrong thing, you can have ships from this side cross over here, you can have ships run into each other, all sorts of bad things can happen. So it's important to recognize your formations, or maybe keep them standard throughout. I like this 3 column for most of my stuff. The only reason I go to battle group formation is when I have more than one carrier. And with more than one carrier, you have like carrier here and carrier here, but you want these support vessels on the sides to protect them. So that's why that one works. In this formation, if this is your main group right here, you know, the ships up front are sub-screen in my theory. In my group, in 3 column, if you have 2 carriers, do you put a carrier here and here? You put a carrier here and here? Put a carrier here and here? I don't think it works. That's why Battle Line works better for 2 carrier formations. But this is 3 column at 500 yards for this supply group, and I think it works well. So let's get out of here. And let's go look at the... Yeah, I know I said that, but... yeah, you, right? Yeah. So this is CV Lex and Franklin. The Lexington and the Franklin. You know, two carriers. This shows Convoy. Okay, now Convoy is the new formation I did. And it's not quite perfect, but it's close. And it's 2 carriers in the middle surrounded by... what? Surrounded by the New Jersey and the Wisconsin. 6 and 5. 6 and 5, so they're leading. Kind of wanted them there, but these guys are cantered out away. And then we have light cruisers or cruisers here supporting. So there's a pretty good screening around these two carriers. Where's another group? Sarah Lex in convoy in the same way. 1 and 2, 2 and 1, whichever. And I usually have the forward carrier. In this case, it's backwards, but I usually have the forward carrier, the one that has its full group. So the Lexington has its full group of aircraft. So she's the attacker, he's the cap, and that's how that works. So, yeah, that's a thing, right? So next time, we're going to be following these guys as they do their thing. I think this should be a good way to outro us. Of course it does that. Maybe it's because I'm doing it like that. I don't know why this doesn't work anymore. My camera doesn't seem to want to. Well, it is what it is. So yeah, we're gearing up towards Manila, and our formations are doing the best we can. We're trying to also remember to even out our supplies, make our bases balanced, and I think that's an important feature of the game. I've told you before, I've seen other people play this game where different versions of the game where they just go supplies are not an issue, so they just dump troops on stuff and seem to do fine. It seems to me broken, but whatever. So I hope you've enjoyed the playthrough today. I've been a little bit under the weather. My sleep schedule's been broken again. I was up till about 10 a.m. this morning, and then slept till about 3 p.m. I don't know if you guys if any of you do that. I don't recommend it. You know, if you're a night person and you like to stay up at night and you sleep during the day, some people work jobs where they work at night and they sleep during the day. So it's not an irregular thing, but it's when you, for me anyways, and here I am, I'm just spouting. I find that I get tired and then I go to sleep, and then I wake up after about 4 hours of sleep, and then I stay up for 20 hours, and then I go to sleep for 6 hours, and then I stay up for 18 hours, and then I go to sleep for 12 hours, and then it's not regular, not a healthy thing to do. So I'm trying to fix that, but that's why I'm a little bit off in this video. So I'm at the back end of my schedule, so hopefully we can fix that. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. I hope you'd enjoyed it, and I tried to give you the best I can with what I have to work with, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.